So the xn was your un minus of un minus 10, and your hn was 1 by 4 un u of n minus 4. So this is our xn and hn. Okay, so we need to find out the system response, which is given as something like this: yn is equals to 1 by 4 summation k is equals to 0 to 3 x of n minus k. Okay, so we know this should be the output because this impulse response will get multiplied with this x, right? So we need to plot and we need to find out the graph for this yn. Okay, so for that we need to first plot this xn and hn both, right? So this xn is having the amplitude of 1 and this hn is having the amplitude of 1/4. So if we plot these two, this xn, it is having 9 samples starting from 0, right? 0 in total 10, but starting from 0 we need to go to 9. So let us consider it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and up to 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, and same for our hn. Our hn is having 4 samples. It is our xn, it is having amplitude of 1, and our hn starting from 0, 1, 2 and 3. So in total 4 samples. It is our 1 by 4 this amplitude, and this is our hn. So we need to find out this yn, which is of this kind. Okay, so what was our procedure? We need to take an intermediate signal wnk and we need to reflect and shift this hn, right? So if we shift, so this hn will become minus of h of minus k, then we need to shift by n position, right? So this right hand side sample will appear as in the n location, so I am just drawing that one just beneath that. Let us consider this is 1, this is 2, this is 3 and this is 4. So this is on the k axis, so this is nth position, okay. Then we are having 1, 2, 3, this is the last sample, n minus 3, so this is our h of n minus k, okay, and we can represent as an xk. So if we represent this thing, so same thing will appear, n into k, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. This is our xk. It is on the k axis, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay. So if we go with our procedure, so what we need to write? We need to write x0, yn, hn like this. So our yn will be, because it is not exist in the left hand side, so we will start from x of 0, h of n plus, because previously we need to represent our xn in terms of impulses, right? Then we will be finding out yn. So this is our x of 1, h of n minus 1, x of 2, h of n, x of 3, h of n minus 3, then x of 4, h of n minus 4, then x of 5, h of n minus 5, x of 6, n minus 6, x of 7, h of n minus 7, 8, h of n minus 8, 9, h of n minus 9, right? But if we are doing hn is having only 4 samples, that is time shifted up to this 3. So we can't go with this other samples, right? This multiplication, because this h minus 4, h of n minus 5, all those are 0, right? So we need to go up to h of n minus 3 only. So after we to put different values of n, then we need to find out yn. So if we are starting from n is equals to 0, y of 0, or rather in the left hand side, so let us consider n is equals to minus 1. So n is equals to minus 1, which is producing y of minus 1. So it is completely 0 because nothing exists in the left hand side. So I am just going in the general process, right? So n is equals to 0, that is y of 0, that is I need to put over there. So that will be your x of 0, h of 0, right? That one will be x of 1, h of minus 1, and like this. But this one is 0. So we need to take x of 0 is 1 and h of 0 is 1 by 4, that is 1 by 4, right? Next, if we go with n is equals to 1, that is y of 1, let us put x of 0, h of 1, then x of 1, h of 0, then x of 2, h of minus 1, and other. So starting from this is 0, this is 0. So it is 1 into 1 by 4 plus 1 into 1 by 4. So it produces half. Okay, right? Now let us go with n is equals to 2, y of 2. So x of 0, x of 0, h of 2 plus x of 1, h of 1, then x of 2, h of 0, x of h minus 1, and other. So starting from that it is 0. So we are having 1 plus 1 into 1 by 4, because all the sample values in hn are 1 by 4. So it is 1 into 1 by 4. So it is 3 by 4, right? Next, n is equals to 3, y of 3, x 0, h of 3, x 1, h of 2, then x of 2, h of 1, x of 3, h of 0, plus other. So rest of them are 0. Okay, so 1 into 1 by 4 plus 1 into 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, 1 2 3 4. So in total 4 terms will come. So that one will produce 1, right? Isn't it? Now let us go for n is equals to 4, y of 4. Okay, so that one will be x of 0, h of 4, x of 1, h of 3, x of 2, h of 2, x of 3, h of 1, plus x of 4, x of 4, h of 0, x of 5, h of minus 1. Okay, and after that all of them are starting from this, all of them are 0. So if we go with this x of 0, h of 4, if we go with x of 0 and h of 4, so there is nothing at h of 4, it up to h of 3, right? So this one will also 0, this value will also 0. So we are having from h of 3, h of 2, h of 1 and h of 0. So 1 into 1 by 4 plus 1 into 1 by 4 plus 1 into 1 by 4 plus 1 into 1 by 4. So this is results again into 1, right? So up to how much we are having this 1? Because on the hn we are having only 4 samples. On hn we are having only 4 samples. So this mapping of these 4 samples exists with 4 samples up to, if we start with this hn, this hn is having 4 samples. So mapping of this hn in xn will exist up to this 4. Sorry, up to this 9 samples. Just have a look. If we start sliding this hn from the left to right hand side, if we start sliding with this this first sample, if we have been going from like this way, we have been sliding this Hn from left to right when this Xn is fixed. So let us consider you have been starting from this. So this first sample will having the interaction with this one, then 2 samples will come with this 2, then 3 samples will come this 3, and these 4 samples will come to up to this 3. So here 0 to 3, it is also 0 to 3 exists. Up to this it is started. After that, in the same way, 4 samples will have the consequent this interaction with these 4 samples. So if we put this Hn just below this Xn, so starting with this 0 sample at the location of 0, so first the interaction will come this sample with this first sample. So rightmost sample will have the interaction with the leftmost sample of the Xn. Now in this way, if we go in the right hand side, so this all the samples will have the interaction with this samples up to 9, because up to 9 only we are having the 4 samples. Now if we go beyond that, so this, if we move after this 9, so what will happen, these 3 samples will go to the location of 10 in the Xn, then we are been rest with these 3 samples, so these 3 samples will have the interaction with 7, 8, 9, something like that. After that, if we move further in the right hand side, so at n is equals to 11, these 2 samples will have the interaction with 10 and 11. So 10 and 11 is having the amplitude of 0, right? So 0 into 1 by 4 will completely become 0. So we are been left with these 2. Getting or not? So if we move up to this 9, so this up to this 9 we are having the 4 samples of this Hn has been interacted with this 4 samples. If we move beyond that, let us consider for n is equals to 10. So what is happening? So up to 9, the same amplitude of y will be results into 1. Getting? Now if we move beyond n is equals to 9, if we move beyond n is equals to 9, so let us have a look what is the result. So let us take n is equals to 10. Okay, so n is equals to 10. So before that, let us take n is equals to 9. So up to 9 it will results into y 9 is equals to yn, means y of 9, starting from x is equals to 0, h of 9, then x is equals to 1, h of 8, then x is equals to 2, h of 7, x is equals to 3, h of 6, plus it is 9, x of 4, h of 5, x of 5, h of 4, then x of 6, h of 3, then x of 7, h of 2, x of 8, h of 1, then x of 9, h of 0, and if you go beyond that, x of 10, h of minus 1, and plus something like that. So starting from this sample, this is h of minus 1 is 0, so we can write this one 0. But if we look on h of 9 from this diagram, our samples has been exist up to 3. So beyond that, h, on the h the sample values are 0. We can write like this 0. So we can write h of 9 is also 0. Let's have a look our interaction or the mapping of the samples, how it has been exist. So in this case, if we have been drawing something like that, x of 0, if we try to match with this, x of 0 sample in the Xn is having the interaction with h of 9, right? H of 9. So on the h of 9 it is completely 0. Now this sample, this one sample at location n is equals to 1, it is having the interaction with h of 8 and it is 0. Then 2 it is with 7, 3 is with 6, then 4 it is with 5, 5 is 4, and 6. Starting from this 6, we are having the interaction with the samples where some amplitude level is there in the Hn. So starting with this 6, we are having the interaction with this Xn and Hn, and which is having some non-zero value. The sample amplitudes are non-zero, right? Getting or not? So in this way, before that also, if we have been considering this n is equals to 8, we are having the interaction of the non-zero samples of Hn and Xn up to 8, starting from 5. Now for this h of 9, we are having the interaction from x6. Starting from x6, we are having the interaction with this Hn where Hn maintains a non-zero value. So that's one. So this up to 9, n is equals to 9, we are having the interaction with the HN, all of the HN, that is after that also there, but all of the HN is having an interaction with non-zero values of Xn, as well as this all the samples of HN is having non-zero value. Other than this, if we have been going for H is equals to 4, let us consider for this H is equals to 4, H is equals to 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that, all the values of Hn are 0. So what we want the non-zero amplitude should have the mapping with this X of n, right? So in this, so what we should write, this first one should be 0, this one should also be 0, this is also 0, this is also 0, it is also 0, it is also 0. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the samples which exist. So this one will be 1 into 1 by 4 again, this one is also 1 into 1 by 4 plus 1 into 1 by 4 plus 1 into 1 by 4. So it is again 1. So that is what I mean to say, starting from n is 3, starting from this n is equals to 3 up to n is equals to 9, it maintains the same amplitude of 1. Let's go beyond that. If we have been taking n is equals to 10, if we are taking n is equals to 10, that is y of 10. So starting from this, all those values will be 0. Okay, so it will have the amplitude of which one? X of 7 h of 3, right? X of 7 h of 3. So beyond that I am just not writing this one, plus, so we will be starting from x of 7 h of 3, then x of 8 h of 2, then x of 9 h of 1, then x of 10 h of 0, then x of 11 h of minus 1, and beyond that. So if we have been looking at this, x of 10 is again 0 because no samples exist beyond this 9. So this is again 0, x of 11 is again 0. Again for this h of minus 1, it is again 0. So 0, 0, all those things will be 0. So we are left with 1, 2, 3. So it is 1 into 1 by 4 plus 1 into 1 by 4 plus 1 into 1 by 4. So again 3 by 4. Now we are going for n is equals to 11, y of 11. So let us consider whether there is anything is there or not. So it will start from x of 8, right? X of 8 h of 3, then x of 9 h of 2, then x of 10 h of 1. So should we need to go? Obviously no, because x of 10, starting from 10 there is no sample. So starting from this it is 0. So what we are having beyond that, in the left hand side it is also there. So what we are having, 1 into 1 by 4 plus 1 into 1 by 4, that is half. If we go for n is equals to 12, that is y of 12. So what we are having, we should start from x9 h3, x9 h of 3, then x of 10 h of 2, like this. So from this, because x of 10 itself is 0, so we are having only one sample, 1 by 4. So understand what are the things we are having. Total, if we have been starting for this yn is having the samples starting from 0 and going up to n is equals to 12. So if we plot for this yn, so how our yn will looks like? Our yn is having in total 12 samples starting from 13 samples starting from 0 to 12. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Okay, so first sample at 0, if you have been finding at n is equals to 0, it is having 1 by 4. So let us plot this one. So let us consider this is the sample of amplitude 1 by 4. Then at n is equals to 1, we are having 1 by 2. Let us consider this is 1 by 2. Okay, at 2 we are having 3 by 4. So in between this, so like this. So this one will be 3 by 4, and starting from this 3 up to 9 we are having the amplitude of 1. all the samples is having the amplitude of, let us consider it is 3, so it is having the amplitude of 1. Starting from 3 and going up to 9, we are having the amplitude of 1. Okay, so all the amplitude will be up to 9, all of them are having the amplitude of 1. Okay, now at 10 we are having again 3 by 4. So here we are having 3 by 4. At 11 we are having half. This is half. And at 12 we are having again 1 by 4. So like this. So this is the plot of this yn. Clear? Any doubt? Any doubt up to this? Now if we go with that another process where we have been considering this intermediate signal W and K, let us consider we have been introducing an intermediate signal W and K, that is x of k, h of n minus k, right? So our yn is summation is equals to minus infinite to infinite x of k, h of n minus k, right? So here we have been considering an intermediate signal W and K as x of k, h of n minus k. So this yn will be summation of this W and k. So what is this h of n minus k? We have been representing this h of n minus k as h of minus of k minus n, like this. So what we are doing? We have been reflecting this h of k, then we have been shifting by position. Okay. So let us draw this xk first. So all the samples is having 1 in total up to 9 samples. Sorry, in total up to 10. We go up to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So it is on the k axis, it is our xk. Okay. Now just below this I am drawing our h n minus k. So what we need to do? We need to reflect and shift. So this rightmost sample where we have been shifting, that should supposed to be n, right? This is n. Then 4 samples will be there. 4 samples will be there. So it is n. So if we move from this, so it's supposed to be n minus 3. This last one, right? It is on the k axis. This is our h of n minus k, right? So if we look from this side, that is from the left hand side, we are having all of them as 0, right? So first start from n less than minus 1. If we start from n less than 0, let us consider if we have been starting from n less than 0, that covers minus 1, minus 2, all of them. So this W and K is 0. W and K is 0, right? Now when we are at n is equals to 0, right? So this leftmost sample will have the interaction with this first sample, right? This leftmost sample, it is having 1 by 4, it is 1 by 4, this amplitude. So this leftmost sample, when n is equals to 0, this leftmost sample will have the interaction with this first sample. So n is equals to 0 means this one. If we have been considering n is equals to 0, so this leftmost sample, this rightmost sample will have the interaction with this leftmost sample of xk. So what we can write, that at n is equals to 0, W0 of k, this one will have the interaction with this, because we have been considering at n is equals to 0. So 1 by 4 at k is equals to 0. So n is equals to 0 means at k is equals to 0 we have been considering, isn't it? So this range of k is 0 to n. That is what we have seen. The range of k is 0 to n. So if your n is equals to 0, that obviously means your k is equals to 0. So if we look, this one is having 0 otherwise. Okay. Now if we start for n is equals to 1, that is w1 of k. So what we are having at n is equals to 1, right? So k is from 0 to 1. So starting from these two samples 0 and 1, it is having the interaction with these two samples, right? So if we have been considering n is equals to 1, so our k is ranges from 0 less than k, 0 less than n. So this k will be 0 to 1 for this case. So we are having these two samples is having the interaction with this first two samples. So this one will be 1 by 4 for k is equals to 0 to 1, right? And it is having 0 otherwise. Getting or not? No, we have been taking k is equals to 0 to 1. So if we have been doing the, after all we need to take the summation, then it will become 1 by 2. Fine. So in this way, in general if we write for n greater than is equals to 0, for n greater than is equals to 0, so what we can write, Wn of k is having 1 by 4 for 0 to n, for n greater than 0 and 0 otherwise, right? Now when we have been going beyond n greater than 3, so what happens? If we go beyond n greater than is equals to 3, it is up to, let us consider it is up to 3. So beyond 3, what is happening? So if we are looking at 3, we are having the interaction of all the 4 samples with all the 4 samples of h. This h of means, let us consider previously, if we have been looking depending upon this n value, either 1 or 2 samples is having the interaction. Now if we move beyond n greater than 3, then all the 4 samples in Hn is having the interaction with any of the 4 samples depending upon the value of n. But all the 4 samples in H is having the interaction with xk, right? So what we can write, for n greater than 3, Wn of k is 1 by 4 starting from n greater than 3 up to n and 0 otherwise. Just try to understand. For n greater than 3, means starting from this sample, all the 4 samples is having the interaction with this x of k. Now if we particularly look at our specific case, and this one will holds for n is equals to 9 up to that, right? So if we specifically go for our case, that is n greater than, if we have been moving for n greater than 4, then this one will holds for n is equals to 9 up to this 9. This one will holds for up to 9. So if we move up to 9, that is this location, it will start from 6. That is what we have been seen. If we put n is equals to 9 over here, so this one exists starting from 6. If we move for n is equals to 8, let us consider for n is equals to 8, if we have been putting n is equals to 8, so it is having starting from the 4 samples, that is what I am saying. 4 samples is having the interaction with the samples of xk. Let us consider if we take n is equals to 8 starting from 5, 6, 7, 8 is having the interaction with all the 4 samples of h of n minus k. But this exists up to 9. If we put n is equals to 9, starting from 6, 7, 8 and 9, it is having the interaction with all the 4 samples. If we move in the left hand side starting from 7, if we put n is equals to 7 over here, so starting from 4. So 4, 5, 6, 7, these 4 are the having the interaction with this all the 4 samples of the h of n minus k. Okay. Now if we move beyond n greater than 9, so what is having? So let us write in the same way, 1 by 4 n minus 3 less than k less than 9. So what does it mean? If we move beyond n greater than 9, so the k range is decreases. If we go beyond n greater than 9, if we are going beyond 9, so this k ranges has been decreased. So how? So if you take n is equals to 10, let us consider n is equals to 10, so it is having starting from 7. So if we take another samples from here, if we take another samples which is at 10, so obviously here exist only 3 samples which are having the interaction with only 3 samples of Hn, because 10th sample is having 0. Fine. So what we can write? Like this and 0 otherwise. Same thing has been arises. So if we look up to this 9 range, so we are having all the 4 samples, but all of them is maintaining 1/4 amplitude only. But if we go beyond 9, so interaction or number of samples which should have the interaction with Hn is decreases. Fine. So after that, once we have been taken all of them, we need to take the summation of them, right? Which one? Okay, this is clear up to this. We have been, I'm just saying it, just okay. We have been represented our xn in terms of x of k. Then we have been reflected and shifted this h of n minus k, right? So starting from n less than 0. So in the left hand side, if we have been considering n less than 0, means k also less than 0, because the range of k is from 0 to 9. Okay, the range of k is from 0 to 9. So if we have been looking at the left hand side, all of them are 0, so we can write simply as 0. Now at n is equals to 0, so the first sample at n is equals to 0, so we are having all the 4 samples at n means this h of n minus k. We have been considering only one sample for this x of k, the first sample at n is equals to 0. So if we have been considering at n is equals to 0, means we are also considering k is equation, right? So this sample, if we have been, let us consider you have been taking is fixed. Let us consider something like that. This xk is fixed. Okay. Now this Hn, you have been sliding from left hand side to right hand side. Just try to understand. This xk sample is fixed within this page. What you are doing? Another Hn, let us consider this Hn you have been taken, which is having only 4. So what you are doing? You try to map starting from the first samples of Hn with this xk. So let us consider this page is having 4 samples of Hn only. So when you are starting sliding, so first sample is having the interaction with this first sample, right? Next, when you have been going to 1 at k is equals to 1, 2 samples of Hn is having the interaction with 2 samples of xk. Now if we move further, then 3 samples of Hn minus k is having the interaction with 3. So in this way 4 samples will have the interaction with this 4. Now you are limited within this 4. Now if you move beyond this 4, so this 4 is only exist for this Hn. So if you move further, this one is 4. So one already left in the right hand side, in the left hand side, which we are not considering because our samples in the Hn is limited to 4 only. Now if we move further, if we slide further, then starting from these samples we are having the 4 samples. Next if you have been going this 4, next if you have been going this 4, next this 4, next this 4. But if you move further, then number of samples which seems to be mapped within this Hn minus k and xk, now it got decreases. Now if you move further, now only 3 samples is having the interaction with 4 samples of h of n minus k. Only 3. So what is happening? Another samples which left in will have the 0, because there is nothing to interact with this Hn minus k. So in this way if you move further, only 2 samples left. In this way if you move further, only 1 samples left. Understand how we have been doing? We have been sliding this h of n minus k starting from left hand side and going into the right hand side. Fine. Now if we move from the left hand side, at left hand side nothing is there, completely 0. Starting from n is equals to 0, so we are having our first sample which is having the interaction, means this sample is having the interaction with this. if we go to n is equals to 1, so these two samples will have the interaction with this 0 and 1, right? Now in this way, if we move, so number of samples interaction will be increasing. So what I am just written over there, that in general, if we move n greater than or is equals to 0, in the right hand side, we have amplitude as 1 by 4, this intermediate signal starting from 0 to n, right? So starting from 0 to n, if we move up to 3, so these 3 samples will having the interaction with these 3. Next, if you go up to n is equals to 3, so we are having 4 samples, all the 4 samples will having the interaction, right? So if you take n is equals to 3, so 1 by 4, then another 1 by 4, then another 1 by 4 will come. So in this way, now if you move beyond n greater than 3, so first starting from n less than 0, n is equals to 0. So in this way, in general, we have been coming to n greater than is equals to 3. So it will up to 3. So what will happen beyond 3? So beyond 3, if we take this one in the somewhat middle, so some samples in the xk is left behind in the left hand side, right? But still we are having the 4 samples which can have the mapping on h of n minus k, because the xk range is quite higher than this h of n minus k. This xk range is quite higher than this h of n minus k. Okay, so if you move beyond this n is equals to 3, so though we have been leaving behind some samples in the left hand side, but we are having the full problem. But if we have been coming to this location, in this way, when we have been sliding and we have been coming to this location n greater than 9, so what we are having, we don't have any other or any further samples exist in the xk. So we are having less number of mapping of xk onto x of n minus k. So that is what I have just written. So if we have been writing this one, n greater than is equals to 9, sorry, n greater than 9, so last range of k is fixed. This last range of k is fixed because our xk is exist up to this 9. Okay, but we can change our n, range of last of this k is fixed up to 9. So in this way, if we move, so we can able to find out the w and k which exist for n greater than 9. Clear? This last range is fixed because this is having only 9. This n value or k value is 9 for this case. So this last range is fixed, which is, this is the expression what we have written, that is n greater than 9. This last range is fixed. But if we move from n greater than 3 and going up to 9, so this 9 is fixed for this case, means up to 9. So n minus 3 up to 9, all the take. So this up to this case, that is n minus 3 to n, this is having all the 4 samples which supposed to map on h n minus k. But if we have been going n greater than 9, the number of mappings have been decreasing. Clear? Still doubt? Any other doubt? Okay, so after that what we need to do? We need to take the summation of all these values or all these n minus n, w and k. We need to take the summation. So what we need to do? We need to take the summation, that is, let us consider this w and k. So let us consider it is starting from k is equals to n. Let us consider k is starting from m to n, and we are having the amplitude of c for, because all of them are maintaining the same amplitude. So let us consider this amplitude level is c. Okay, nk are been producing some amplitude level of c. Let us consider. So what will be the summation? Summation is c into n minus m plus 1. Clear? Getting or not? Just try to understand. So if we go for this n starting from 0, but why? Because n less than 0, yn is completely 0, right? If we go for the next interval, that is for up to 3, so what we are having? Y of n summation k is equals to 0 to 3, sorry, 0 to n, it is up to 3, 1 by 4. So what we can write? That is n plus 1 by 4, right? So that is 0. That is, if we put on this expression, so 1 by 4 will come, then n value is n value is 0 for this case, that is 0 plus 1, that is n plus 1 by 4. Okay, so in the same way, if we go for 3 to 9, if we go for 3 to 9, that is 3 less than 9 less than is equals to, we have been taken beyond 3 because we have already included this sample 3 at this interval 0 to 3. So what we have been taking from 3 to 9 means after 3 and up to 9. So what we should write, that summation k is equals to beyond 3. So let us consider n minus 3 up to 9, 1 by 4. So what it will result? It will result into 1 by 4 starting from 9, then n minus 3 plus 1, right? So this one will result into, sorry, this one will be 9. So if we put this directly, we could go with this 4. So I am just writing this one as n over here. So if we put n, so this one will result into 1. But specifically if we come, let us consider specifically if we have been going from this 4, if we have this 4, so 4 to 9, starting from this 4 to 9, so this one will have 1 by 4, 1 by 4, then 9 minus 4 plus 1. So what is the result? How much it is coming? That is 5 minus 5 plus 1, something wrong most probably. Okay, let me complete this one first, then after that I am just coming. So if you have been starting from 9, then going up to, starting from 9 already included, going up, so what is having y of n summation k is equals to n minus 3 going up to 12, n minus 3, sorry, going up to 9, because last sample is up to 9, last sample is up to 9. So 1 by 4, I'm just explaining, let me write this one first. 1 by 4, that is 9 minus n minus 3 plus 1, that is your 13 minus n by 4. So what I have just written, just have a look. For this case, this is the summation rule, this is the summation rule what we can take. Now starting from n, so yn is equals to 0, no problem. So let us start with 0 and up to 3. Let us start with 0 and up to 3 for this case. So k 0 to n, so n is up to 3, right? So 1 by 4 n minus 0, this is the highest range, this is the lowest range, n minus 0 plus 1. So it is having here n plus 1 by 4. So if we put n is equals to 3 over here, n is equals to 3, so we are having, so I am just writing this one, for yn 0 to 3, for 0 less than n less than 3, we are having yn is n plus 1 by 4, n plus 1 by 4. So starting from n is equals to 0, y0 is our 1 by 4, then n is equals to 1, y of 1 is your half, then n is equals to 2, y of 2, it is your 3 by 4, then n is equals to 3, y of 3, 1. Fine. Now if you go with this one, 3 to 9 means beyond 3 and up to 9, beyond 3 and up to 9, what we are having, this yn is completely 1, this yn is completely 1. So all the samples starting from this 3 and going up to 9, it is having all the amplitude as 1. Okay, clear? Now if you write down, yes, which one, where? N plus 1 by 4, this one. Now what Means you have been going up to 0 to 3. So how, means you have been taking, means your 3 is not included for this case. 3 is not included. That is what you want to say. Means you wants to take 0 to 2. In place of n, this one. So if we put this one 3, so what it will happen? If we put 0 to 3, so how you will vary this n? If you simply put 3 over here, so what it results? Only. So where other samples amplitudes, how you will find? So this n is variable for this case. It is varying starting from 0 to 3. N is variable, it is having 0, 1, 2, 3. So if we put directly 3 over here, so it results into 1. So you are taking n is equals to 3. Now for this case, in the same way, if we have been starting from this 3 to 9, so what we are doing? We need to do the variation from 4 to 9, right? We need to take the variation from 4 to 9. So that's why I have just written previously. If I just write directly this 9, then there will be some problem, because we are specifically taken n is equals to 9. So we are particularly on a single location. We need to vary that one. So if you take n is equals to 9 for this case, if you take n is equals to 9, so it is starting from 6 to 9, right? So specifically you have been coming to a single location. Where? Yes. So if you have been taking, obviously, so all of them has been resulted into 1. So what you have been saying, that if you have been taking 4 to 9, means something like that. So 4 less than is equals to n, less than is equals to 9. That is what you mean to say. This is the range, right? So if you take the summation for this case, what it results? Summation. So this one will be k from 4, 1 by 4, right? Like this. So if you take the summation of this, so what it will results? 9 minus 4 plus 1. Fine? Right? So that is what I was written previously. That is, it will results into 6 by 4. Right? So what you have taken for this case? Which sample you have been considered? Which n you have been considered? Which n you have been considered for this case? Some people still want to join. Which sample you have been considering here? Now previously, if we have been considering for this case, this n and m, this one is capital N, this n and m both are variable. This n and m both are variable over here. So every time they have been changing, means we can take this n and m range starting from lower range to higher range. Now if I write something like this, if we have been considering like this, that is yn starting from k is equals to n minus 3 and going up to n. So what does it mean? If we consider beyond 3, let us consider some 4, right? So if we considering n is equals to 4 here, so where you are this one is also n. So if we are considering for this case, it is 1 by 4, so it is coming as n minus 3 plus 1. Okay, so for this case you are having the samples ranges from n minus 3 to n, where n is ranging from 4 to 9. Now let us take any value between 4 to 9. Let us consider with 4. For n is equals to 4, let us consider. So we are having 4 minus of, what is that, 1 plus 1, 1. Clear? Clear? This is the range of k. So our n ranges from 4 to 9. So let us take any value beyond that, means in between that. So if you take n is equals to 5, so what it will result? 1 by 4, 5 minus of 5 minus 3 plus 1, that is 1 by 4, 5 minus 2 plus 1, that is your 1. Clear? We are defining the range of n, but our k is ranges from n minus 3 to n. Clear? So in the same way, if we go for n 12 up to this 12, because we have been already 9 having already considered. Okay, so for this case yn is 13 minus n by 4. Now let us take any sample between this. Let us take 10. If it going with n is equals to 10, what it will result? Y of 10 is 13 minus 10 means 3 by 4. If you go for n is equals to 11, y of 11 is half, right? From this same n is equals to 12, which will result into y of 12 is equals to 1 by 4. Clear? Clear? So this is the way we can find. And if we go beyond n greater than 12, all of yn is completely 0. Clear? Fine? Still doubt?